Begin by running in place in the pool, getting your knees up as high as you can while pumping your arms. Then go into just a regular jumping jack, bringing those heels in and out. Move your arms towards your chest, open. This is what it looks like running underwater. Then try kicking your heels up towards your glutes, using your hamstrings by punching your arms out in front of you. Take it to a toe touch. Opposite arm touches the opposite toe. Inside kicks. Opposite hand, opposite heel, working that inner thigh. Then let's take it to a rocking horse. You're going to rock forward and back just like a rocking horse. Left foot, right foot. Then switch legs. Right foot, left foot. Here's the sit-up. Keeping your feet flat, using your abdominal muscles to lift and lower you, taking the pressure off your neck, keeping some space between your chin and your chest. Then we'll go into our push-up on our knees. Notice how his elbows are going out to the side and he's using his chest muscles to lower himself and then push back up, protecting his spine. Here's on your toes, a little bit harder. Elbows go out, keeping that back nice and flat. Lowering to the ground and then pushing yourself back up. Squats. You want to make sure that your knees stay behind your toes, like you're sitting back in that imaginary chair. Keeping your chest lifted, using those strong leg muscles to lift and lower you. And then here's a plank. On his toes, nice flat back, using those abdominal muscles, or on your knees. Ooh, maybe try to go up to your toes from your knees or back down. That's a great modification. Welcome to your yoga class today. Let's go ahead and get started on our knees in child's pose. So go ahead and find a comfortable position, taking those knees out nice and wide, bringing those hands down to your yoga mat or wherever you are, resting your head. Just finding a nice comfortable position, just like Reagan's doing. And let's start to breathe in through our nose and then out through our mouth. In through our nose and out through our mouth. While you're in child's pose, just try and listen to my voice. We want to start with that big, deep belly breath from the very bottom of your lungs. So as you inhale, can you feel that rising? Can you feel your chest expanding? And now exhale, let all that breath out. Sink deeper into your child's pose. Continue that breath. So just resting your forehead right here, ready? And then exhale, letting that breath out. Relaxing your face. Let's do that again. Inhaling through your nose as big as you can. And then exhaling out as big as you can. Notice this breath, right? It kind of sounds like the ocean, right? That's going to be our theme today. It's August. It's still really warm out. It's beach time. So I want you to think of your breath as ocean waves. You know, as the tide comes in, that inhale, as you exhale, all right, the water comes out. All right, my friends, can you give me one more breath here in your child's pose? Filling up your lungs, and now can you exhale loud? Good job. Coming out of your child's pose, let's come up to a nice tabletop position. So tabletop, or our knees are right underneath our hips. Very good, very good. Elbows pointed to the back of the room. And now let's curl our toes. Can you curl your toes? And let's find our first downward facing dog. So curl your toes, come up, press those hips up, and then look down at your feet. Can you press your heels towards your yoga mat? Now straighten your legs. There you go. And press into the yoga mat. So I'm just going to show you. There you go, Reagan. We want our spine to be nice and flat, and we just want our hips up and our legs straight. There you go. Dropping your head. Maybe you walk your feet in a little bit to make it a little bit easier. So now you can straighten your legs. There you go. Can you push your hips up for me? And then look down. There you go. Do you feel that length in your spine, the back of your legs? Can you straighten your legs? Almost like you want to put your heels on the ground. That a girl, that a girl. Good. And now looking up, we're all going to look up into our hands and we're going to walk up into our first forward fold. Walk on up. And we're just going to take our hands and we're just going to dangle them. So I'll turn to the side. So just kind of dangle, bending your knees, dropping your head. Can you look at your knees? Maybe take it side to side. This is a great one, right? You've been doing some schoolwork, been sitting in a chair. This is great. Maybe make it a little bit bigger. There you go, Reagan. Good job. And then slowly find your stillness coming back to your forward fold. Let's go ahead and roll it all the way up to mountain pose. Standing up nice and tall, finding that perfect posture, opening our palms. Just taking a moment here. Can you arms straight? Good. Finding your strength. That's totally normal to yawn in yoga, right? We're getting our oxygen flowing. Our head was below our heart. Let's add some arms. Let's inhale, arms come up. And now as we exhale, can you bend down, hinge forward, forward fold. So now can you inhale, halfway lift. So I'm gonna have a nice flat back. And then exhale, come back to that forward fold. Keeping our legs straight. Let's come back up. Inhale, come back up to mountain pose. Arms come with us this time. Now exhale, hands come down. Okay, let's move it all together. Here we go. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Now exhale, step it back to down dog. And now inhale, step it back up to a forward fold. Exhale here. This time, can you take this right leg and bring it back behind you, dropping your back knee? There you go. And let's come on up. There you go. Good. Opening up the heart. We're finding a nice length in our spine. Let's inhale here. As you exhale, can you frame this right foot and come back to your down dog? Good. Inhale, walk it up to your forward fold or step it up. Exhale, plant your feet. Inhale, halfway lift, come on up, nice flat back, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step the right leg back, right? Nope, sorry, left leg, other side. Dropping that left knee now, coming on up, reaching up. Breathe here. Good. Now inhale, framing this right foot, come back to your downward facing dog. Now inhale, step it up to that forward fold. Exhale, plant your feet. Inhale, this time we're going to come up to that mountain, bringing your hands with you, holding your breath. Now exhale, come on back down. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right leg back, right knee. Inhale, come on up. Open it up. Good. And then frame your left foot. Step it back, down dog. Use your breath. Inhale, walk it up to a forward fold. You're doing good. Exhale, plant your feet. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step the left leg back. Drop in that back knee, coming up into that low lunge. Opening it up. And now exhaling, coming back down, finding your downward facing dog. Hold it here. Let's come now. Let's add on, friends. I feel like you can do it. Let's come to our tabletop. And maybe in your tabletop, you kind of shake it out a little bit, right? Shake your tail, wiggle it out. Now, can you come forward? So my hands are here. Come forward right here. Now, can you bend your elbows to the back of the room and come all the way down? Come all the way down. Good job. And now let's come on up. We call this Sphinx pose. Better yet, try and think of, can you think of an animal, like an ocean animal that would be like this? Oh, makes me think of like a seal. I was gonna say seal. Right, so we're opening up, friends. This is such a good pose. Take a moment here because, right, all day long we're like this, writing, we're doing all of our work, we're all hunched. So take a moment here, open it up. Can you feel that stretch from your belly button all the way up to your heart? Oh yeah, that's a good one, right? Right, getting rid of that tech neck. Good job. Let's do one more breath here in our, what do we just call it? Sea lion, sea otter, seal. Feel free, make some noises right here, right? No, that's all right.
No, I said I like the seal.
All right, friends, let's come on back down. Let's press it up to that tabletop. Can you use your stomach muscles? And now can you press it back and give me that child's pose? Oh, yeah. Now, let's see. Can we put all of that together? We can. Here we go. Let's come into our tabletop. And now shift it forward. Your elbows are going to come back. Come all the way down. Now, using your breath, lift it up. Exhale, come on down. Press back up into child's pose. Dropping those hips, using your breath like a wave. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, come into tabletop. Right, we're using our abdominal muscles. Exhale, come on down. Our triceps. Inhale, come on up. Give me that. Exhale, come on back down. Push it up and back into child's pose. And just take a moment here. Drop your forehead, reach your hands. We should feel nice and warmed up, friends. So let's slowly come on out of this child's pose. Come into our downward facing dog. Pressing those heels back, looking up at that waistband. And then let's walk it up to the front of our yoga mat. It's okay. You're fine. Come into mountain pose. All right, we're going to get into some yoga poses, right? We're nice and warmed up. Let's come onto our left leg. So our left foot, can you balance your right foot up? We call this one-legged mountain, right? Notice how you have to kind of hold onto your core. Maybe bring your hands here. We call this one-legged mountain. Now, can you bring this right foot back behind you? Right here. Can you hinge forward? We call this warrior 3. Maybe you let go of those hands. You got this. Now come, bring those hands back up and come back. One-legged mountain. And release. I kind of think of that like a bird, right? At the beach, like a pelican, maybe? Or let's try the other side. Here we go. Using that balance, coming up onto that left leg. Using your breath as you exhale, bring this left leg back behind you as you hinge forward. Opening those arms, right? You're like a bird flying over the ocean, finding your balance. And then come back up to that mountain pose. Release. So that was warrior 3. We're going to kind of go backwards. Now we're going to do warrior 2. So let's find that balance again. Left leg comes up. Now this time you're going to step this right leg back. There you go. So both your toes are forward. And then let's bring those arms up. All right, this is just a lunge. Now take this back foot and pivot it so it's the same edge as your mat and come into a warrior 2. There you go, Rain. Maybe make it a little bit deeper. Can you move your left leg forward? Yeah. Right here, right? We're a surfer. What do surfers do? They surf, right? So as you inhale, can you come up, straighten your front leg, and then your hands come and touch. Exhale, come down into your warrior two. Yeah, good, Reagan. Inhale, arms come up, follow your gaze. Gaining taller, gaining length. Let's do that again. Inhale, come on up. And then exhale, holding this surfer warrior two. Good. Can you go a little bit deeper maybe? Yes, keeping those arms out straight, right? You're a surfer. Surfing the waves. Now let's inhale. Here comes the fun part. Bringing those hands to heart center. As we pivot, because we need some balance, come back up to that lunge. Reach up. So both toes are forward, and now come back up to your mountain pose. Hands come down by your side. Let's try that the other side. Let's bring this left leg up. And then as you exhale, step it back, lunge on the right side. So both toes are forward, hips are square. Come on up. So can you pivot on that back foot? Nope, I'm sorry. There you go. This is a lunge. Poor Reagan, there is a fly that is not leaving her alone. Bending that front knee, right? We're finding this is our strength. Now, let's big inhale here all the way. As you exhale, pivot on that back foot, warrior two. There you go. So now let's surf these waves, my friend. Inhale, straighten that front leg. As you exhale, come on down. Inhale. And exhale. Right? Two more. Inhale here. Reach up. Exhale here. One more. Inhale here. And then exhale. Holding your warrior two. Can you sink it a little bit deeper? Notice how my arms are nice and wide, right? Finding our balance. Woo-hoo. Now let's bring our hands to heart center for balance. Coming back up into that crescent high lunge. And then find your mountain pose. Now let's move through a little mini sun salutation before we go to the next pose. So inhale, arms come up. Exhale, can you give me a big deep forward fold? Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back, down dog. Inhale, come to your tabletop. And then as you exhale, bend those elbows, come all the way down. Inhale, open it up, where's your seal? And then exhale, child's pose. Inhale, come back to that tabletop. As you exhale, tuck your toes, finding your downward facing dog. Now maybe this time you give me a nice step, hop up to the front of your yoga mat. Nice. And then come up into your mountain pose. Okay, now we're nice and warmed up. Let's get into one of my favorite poses, which is called triangle. So let's find some balance on this left leg. Again, one-legged mountain, right? We're working our balance today. As you exhale, come on back into your crescent high lunge. And now come into your warrior two.
Go away.
So you're right. Now bend that left leg, warrior two. Now we're gonna straighten this front leg. So straighten your left leg. Can you reach forward and then come down and rest your left hand against your left calf? So straighten that left leg. There you go, Reagan. Good job. Maybe you come up a little bit higher and you rest your hand like on your thigh. Straighten your arms, straighten that left leg. Straight, straight. Yes, perfect right there. Can you feel that stretch? I know, this is a good one, huh? This is like, we like to call this a sailboat, right? Your top hand is the sail, your body's the boat. All right, my friends, now let's come into warrior two. So we're adding it together. Remember, warrior two. Hands come to heart as we pivot back into our crescent high lunge. Now we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna go into that warrior three, into that bird. So you're gonna jump off. Can you find your balance? Oh, that was beautiful, Reagan. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. And now come into this mountain pose, bringing your arms up with you, and then exhaling down by your side. That was awesome. We gotta do the other side. Finding your weight on your right leg now. Inhale, arms come here. As you exhale, step it back, crescent high lunge. So your right leg is forward, both toes are forward. Start off in that strong lunge, and now come into that warrior two. So pivot on that back foot, Open it up. Now straighten your left leg. So your legs are straight, right? You're making the triangle. That's why it's called triangle. Reach forward and then hinge. You want to stack your shoulders. Maybe you come down a little bit deeper. Open up, right? Here's your sailboat. Here's your sail. Your left hand. But feel that lovely stretch, my friends. Breathe through it. You got it. Now come back to your warrior two. Hands come to heart for balance. Come back to that strong lunge. There you go. All your weight's on that right leg. Inhale here. Exhale. Warrior three. Come into that bird. Hands behind you. And then come up into your mountain pose. That was amazing. Let's do it one more time each side, but let's add that little sensation, that little flow. You got this. Here we go. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back, down dog. Inhale, come onto your knees. As you exhale, can you shift it forward? Bend your elbows, come all the way down. Inhale, seal. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Give me a nice big hop to the front of your yoga mat. Coming on in. And then bringing it all the way up to mountain pose. Bringing those hands. And then exhale down by your side. Here we go, friend. Inhale, weights on your left leg. You got this. Exhale, give me that crescent high lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, warrior two. There you go. Bend that left leg. Nice. Now straighten that left leg coming into that triangle or sailboat. There you go. Straight legs. Straighten that left leg. There you go. Reach up. Straighten that left leg, Reagan. There you go. Straighten your back leg. Be a triangle. And then come back to that warrior two. Hands come to heart as we pivot back into that strong crescent high lunge. So both toes are forward. Now using your abdominal muscles, step up and then into your warrior three. You got this. Hinge it back. I'm like a bird. Just kidding, I won't sing. Now inhale, come up to the mountain pose, bringing your hands. Exhale, hands come down by your side. Okay, here we go. Inhale, arms come up. You got this, friends. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, downward facing dog. Inhale, come onto your knees. As you exhale, shift it forward, bending your elbows, coming all the way down. Inhale, give me that seal. Exhale, child's pose. Come on into that tabletop. And then come into your downward facing dog. Tuck those toes. Bending your knees, big hop up to the front of your yoga mat. And then find your forward fold. And then come on up all the way to that mountain pose. Bringing your hands, growing taller. And then exhale down by your side. Right foot, here we go. Inhale, one-legged mountain, finding that balance. As you exhale, bring it back, finding that crescent high lunge. Bending that front leg. Inhale here as you exhale, pivot on that back foot, finding your warrior two, your surfer. Straightening that front leg, so both my legs are straight. Now I reach. Right leg forward, Reagan. Wrong foot. And then come into that sailboat. Make sure that right foot is forward. Opening up. We want to even it out, get those straight legs. And now coming back into that warrior two. Hands come to heart for balance. Coming back into that crescent high lunge. Okay, you ready? All your weight's on your right foot. Use your abdominal muscles. Take flight into your bird right here. And then inhale, come into mountain, reach up. Exhale, hands come down by your side. That was amazing. Good job, right? Do you feel taller? Do you feel more balanced? All right, friends, let's go ahead and take those feet out nice and wide. This is one of my favorite yoga poses. Can you bring your hands to heart? Can you drop it down? Can you squat it down? So your knees are out wide. Your weight is on your toes. And then can you use your elbows to open up your knees? Nice. Oh, Reagan, Reagan has a little more flexibility. Notice how her feet are down and mine are not. And that's okay. Right? This is a great one. Maybe you rock back and forth a little bit. We just call this the yoga squat. It's a fun way to come down onto your yoga mat. So using your hands, let's come on down. Let's activate a little more core before we come all the way down, shall we? Right? When you think of the ocean, we were a sailboat. I also think of like, you know, sometimes those big like lifeguard boats. Boat. Okay, now, so we're working a little bit of our abdominals. I'm gonna turn to the side. So notice I'm right here. I'm not like this, I'm up. Very good. Do you feel it in your stomach muscles? Can you open up that heart? Reach out. So we're using this core all through here. Holding our breath, right? We're just like a boat, rowing our boat. You know what rowing a boat. Ready? Oh, good job. Can you give me one full breath here? It's okay to shake, right? The water is shaky. And then come on up, plant your feet. Woo! Stretch it out, my friends. Let's go ahead and lay it on down. There you go. And let's just take our knees side to side. So bending your knees, we're just gonna take them side to side. Give that lower back a little love. Nice. All right, my friends, we're gonna work our spine one more time. So let's go ahead and rock it on up. Can you rock it back up? And then rock it all the way back up. Jump on back to a plank. I know, right? Here, we'll show you again. So try it at home. Right now we're rocking. Now I'm gonna cross my ankles and I'm gonna jump, planting my hands, jump back to plank. Oh my gosh. And then come to your knees. And now, just like we've been doing, come all the way down. So first, let's come up to our seal pose. Remember, if this next pose is too hard, you can come right here. This is such a great pose. But let's pretend we're swimming in the ocean, shall we? Let's come on down. Now, can you lift your legs off the yoga mat? Or your toes, I'm sorry. So barely lift your knees, like an inch off your mat. Right there, perfect. Now, can you reach your arms forward? Relax your neck, relax your face, and can you swim? Right here. Swim, swim, swim. There you go, right? Maybe bring your hands behind you if that feels better. Reaching it forward, using that breath. And then pause right here. And then drop your feet in your hands, drop your head. Take a breath here. So your forehead is resting on your mat, your hands are resting on your mat. Now we're gonna inhale here and rise on up, and then exhale here, holding it here. Can you lift your legs a little higher? Nice. Lift it up, reach here. Are you squeezing the back of your leg, engaging all those muscles? And then exhale, bring it back down. One more time, my friends. Inhale, reach up. Reach, 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 reach. And then exhale, bring it back down. Let's bring our hands underneath our shoulders. Press it up and back and give me that child's pose. So now we're gonna put together the boat and the swimming, right? We're gonna get on our boat and then we're gonna jump off and go swimming. Here we go. So let's come over, swing those feet over in front of you. Flat feet. Start by grabbing onto your thighs, opening up that chest, right? We don't ever want to round our spine. We want a nice long spine. And then we're gonna lift up. Nice. Now when you're ready, maybe you let go. Maybe you bring your feet back down. This is a lot of abdominal exercises, right? It's like pulling our chest up. There's like a string from the ceiling. It's lifting us up. We don't want to be here. Holding it right here. Can you give me another breath here? There's a fly. And then exhale, plant your feet. Come forward. Feel that stretch. And now let's roll it on back. Remember, I showed you how to roll. Cross your ankles. Roll it on. Come to that plank. Right? Ooh, working those abdominals. Oops. And then come to your knees. As you exhale, come all the way down, using your arms as a tricep push-up. Come on up. Open up that heart. And then exhale, bring it down. So let's inhale, reaching those arms in front of us, reaching those feet off, and then let's swim. So can you take your head off the yoga mat? Reach, reach, reach. Swim, swim, swim. Using your back, the back of your legs. And then relax. Here we go. Inhale, lift up, swim through the water. Swim, 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 swim. And then relax. One more time, my friends. Inhale, come on up. Swim, 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 swim. And then exhale, plant it down. Taking those hands underneath your shoulders. Pressing it up and back. Taking those knees out wide. And go ahead and find a child's pose. Let's start to cool it down, my friends. Let's come back into that tabletop. And let's drop our hips and bend our feet. Yeah, actually, let's come onto our elbows. I like this better. Right here. Just opening it up. Oh, our feet are bent now. Right? Opening up. Now, if this feels good, should we give a nice stretch for the back of our legs? Can you grab your feet right now? Awesome. All right, here you go, friends. Let's try it. So it's like so now can you squeeze your knees in? And can you lift your head? Oh, yeah. And let's just give a nice stretch. So I'm pressing the tops of my feet into my hand. This is opening up my chest, right? All through this area, through your shoulders, giving the front of your legs a nice stretch. Can you give me one more breath here? Bring those knees in. And then exhale, release. Let it all go. And then press up, my friends. Have a seat. Let's roll it on over. I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see me a little bit better. And let's come on down. You just lay normal, right? And then bring those knees into your chest. Maybe roll out your ankles. I like to kind of weigh side to side, right? Like a boat. Now, can you take your arms out to a T? Taking your knees together, can you take both knees to the left side of your body? Allowing them to drop. And then look over your right shoulder. This is a great twist for your spine. Let those knees touch the floor. Now using your abdominal muscles, bring those knees back to center, keeping your legs together, and take it to the other side. As you exhale, let those legs drop to the right, looking over your left shoulder. Enjoying that twist. Feels really good on your back. And now inhale, come back to center. Can you take two peace fingers and grab onto your big toes? And then bend your knees and really press your entire spine into the yoga mat. Nice. So maybe take your feet a little bit wider, Reagan. Drop those knees. Perfect. And really press your whole back into the mat. And then, my friends, give yourselves a nice hug. And just take a moment here to be proud of yourself today for doing some yoga, for stretching, for using your balance. And then right here, I want you to come up and give yourself a nice big hug. Squeeze. Can you squeeze your body as tight as you can? Like you're going to go through a big wave. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then release. You are laying out in the sand, my friend. You have made it to the end, into your resting posture. So keeping your eyes closed, palms are open, your feet, your ankles are open. Finding that breath just like the wave. Softening your face. I want you to pretend you're laying on the beach. ground is beneath you. The warm sun is shining on your face. Continuing breathing from that belly. And then letting it all out. Let's do that again, friends. Inhaling through your nose. And then exhaling out through your nose. Great job, friends. Slowly take your time coming out of this restful state, or if you want to stay like Reagan and lay here, you can enjoy this. Thank you so much for joining us today for yoga. Have a great day.